Hello, this is part 2 of how to start an online radio show, station, and website on a budget. In this part, we are going to talk about actual equipment and what you will need, anywhere from the minimum to what you would need to sound as good as 99% of the podcasters out there. This is a really good deal here. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do some shopping myself. You want to avoid this. I suggest do not go with condenser microphones, anything that looks like this. You want to go with a dynamic or a ribbon. I have never tested this ribbon out, so I wouldn't recommend it. What I would recommend very, very, very highly is the Shure SM58, and even more for an extra $10. You get the Shure SM58, the stand, the cable, everything together. But to save money, this right here would be nice. This is a condenser. You would sound pretty good. But remember, if you're going to use a condenser, you are going to want to be in a soundproof type area. Let me pull up some photos real quick of what I built for my studio, which I'm not using right now, but I'll show you what I built. Now, with a condenser mic, it will pick up the smallest sound all the way across the room, all the way across the house. If you have a dog barking through 3 walls, it'll pick it up. If you have a kid laughing through 2 doors 50 feet away, it'll pick it up. If you have your AC or a fan on, it'll pick it up. You can talk to a condenser mic 3 feet away from it, and it'll sound like you're right up next to it. Unlike a dynamic mic, which I'm using now, if I'm not right on top of it, if I move to the right an inch, you can barely hear me. Now, if I move back 3 inches, you can't hear me that well. I don't even know if you can barely hear me at all. So, the Shure SM58 is a great microphone. Now, let me get back to that page and show you what you want to get the best bang for your buck. Now, I do most of my shopping 2 places: Sweetwater, which is sweetwater.com, and musiciansfriend.com. Actually, this is where I buy most of my stuff. Type in Podcaster Kit, and let's see if we find anything that comes up here. This right here is going to be top of the line as far as you want to go for. This is really overdoing it. Really what I'm looking for is a podcasting kit. It comes with a mixer, microphones, headphones. Here we go, right here. This is quite pricey, but this is top of the line stuff right here. This is the Scarlett i2i, or 2i2, sorry. I had this exact product, and I cannot say enough about it. I did not have the microphone, although I've heard some amazing things about this microphone. So, now how this works, it basically replaces a mixer. Now, in the back, you would run a USB cable from this to your computer. Alright, and then right here is where you can run outputs. Now these outputs, let's take a look at the front of the I2I. Okay, so we had two outputs in the back. Them are extra. Right here is where you would plug in microphone 1 and microphone 2, or your second channel. And what I mean by second channel is a way for you to push out anything your computer hears. And how you would do that is by going from a 3.5 millimeter jack to an XML cable. You would plug that in one of your computer output headphone jacks and plug it into your channel 2. That would feed anything your computer hears, like a Skype or anything. And then you'd have your microphone going in. You have your headphones over there. This is what you need if you want to start out sounding good. If you have a budget of $400 or $500 to get up and running, I couldn't recommend anything better. All right, let me look around and find for the lower end people out there, like myself when I started. All right, this is what you can do amazing things with. This is what I first bought when I got into radio. And I'll tell you, this right here can take you as far as you need to go. Surprisingly enough, okay? Now, what you get with this is your main mixer, okay, which is a Behringer 502. And I can explain how everything hooks up and sets up. I'm not sure if this is a USB or not. It looks like it is. You get your Behringer headphones. You get your microphone, which is a very, very good microphone. Very comparable to the Shure SM58. This right here is your USB. This is what converts your mixer to a USB device. It turns the analog more into a higher quality signal. So what you would do is on your mixer right here, you see the two little RCAs, one's an input and an output. You would run the outputs and inputs, to this, and then basically into your computer. And that would feed all that. And right here you have your headphones, bypass. I've never used this exact system. When I bought mine, I did not have this. You do not need this. You can bypass all this. What I am talking to you right now with is this very mixer, but with a cheap microphone, and it is hooked up very rudimentarily. I can't even pronounce it. It is hooked up very quickly. I set it up in maybe 2 minutes just to get things going because I'm in a transition of moving things around. So now you can get this for $129, but you can find them, $119. If you look around, you can get a good deal on these. As you see here, you can buy the mixer itself. And this is the updated Behringer. Now this is just a one channel. You do not want a one. Well, no, it has a line in. Okay, you can use a 2-channel. All right, but you really want a 2-channel USB mixer. Let me look around and see what would add up here. All right, here we go. This is the mixer by itself. Now you can see you can get one used. Just buy it new, $44. free shipping, and it is definitely worth it. I've had mine now for 6 years, and it is the same model. If you can, try to find the updated model. It looks a little bit different, more sleek, more up to date. How can I say? And you can see there's 16 new for $40. Also, this is what else you would buy right here is your cables. So you would have $54 for your mixer, your cables. Now all you're missing is a microphone and headphones. Well, good bet that you have headphones laying around somewhere, right? Even if they are earbuds, you can use these right here, which plug into the headphone 1/4 inch to 3.5 millimeter. You can plug any headphones in there. I use earbuds myself. And the only thing else you would need besides this is a microphone. So let's take a quick look at microphones. Now, this is a condenser microphone, and I cannot speak of its quality. We can look real quick at the ratings. Like I said, I recommend a dynamic. Even a lot of karaoke microphones would work. Let's see. First things first, I'm a working musician and I live in the real world. I can't afford a $4,000 Neumann, a moderately good quality condenser mic. I record audio on my computer through a Behringer 1202 FX mixer, which is great, and an M Audio sound card. Give the Behringer mic a shot, and you know what? It works like a charm. I know Neumann may catch a fly's fart in midair, but I'm pretty satisfied with this cheap beauty. I've recorded proof of what I say. Crisp, clear recordings. Wow. A lot of people are happy with this microphone. So what do we have? $54 plus. Now your pop filter, you're going to want to get one of those. You can make one yourself. You can buy a foam one at your local Radio Shack, or make one for the time being with some pantyhose, stretch them over something. So $54 plus, 40 something, you're looking around 9 something. So it's about the same. I would just go with the podcast kit, to tell you the truth. And it comes with everything you need, including audio editing software. Now, the other things that we'll get into is when you need help, if you need help setting up the various mixers. I am going to do a traditional mixer hookup, and I'm going to film it, here, setting it up from scratch. But if you need help, let me know. I can always help you. One tool I utilize a lot is Skype and screen sharing. It's just a great tool. It's almost like being there in person because you can see my screen. I can point out things. You can ask live questions. It's really a great tool. So search Amazon, look for podcast kits, make sure it's new, that it is rated well, that it either is a USB. Sometimes dealing with USB kits can be a pain in the butt. Sometimes it's easier just to go with, a wired setup, which is easy. It all depends on if your computer has one mic input, one headphone output, or 2 of each. So, all right. Well, that is part 2 and some equipment. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for part 3.